sad music.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A crime he committed, a memory of a murder. What the fuck? Did he kill his pop-pop?
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth.
Some painful memory has been troubling
Him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never!
Nick,
Yo, how's everybody doing? So, before we talk to Butts, which I'm not too eager to do you guys have any theories on what might have happened in that elevator?
Maybe the oxygen got to his head?
And then he went crazy and killed his dad? Anything else? Or like any other possibilities?
Well, it's just a nightmare.
Do you think he might have... Oh, well, he's having a nightmare, but maybe it became a nightmare because he's a kid. Like, the memory turned into a nightmare. In fact, he said, a nightmare's been troubling him, and it's a memory.
Yeah.
It's a memory of a crime,
What was
a
that
murder.
whole case, the DL6 about again? It was like... It was just about his dad. It was about that murder.
I'll give you a hint. DL6 doesn't enter into it. DL6 is what ties everything together in this story, but not this case, but in the... Anyways. It'll start to come together for you, what happened in the elevator.
Okay.
Yo, how's everybody doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had them swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Oh god, is he like Maya?
swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on, tell me the truth. I was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. His face. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Jesus.
Oh my god, man. You have emotional problems. Larry, you really helped me out in the trial today.
You did! You were right there. You weren't... If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just the guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick.
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two till the end. Us two.
Edgeworth and... Who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he changed recently, true. But when we first met, he was kind of a joke, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then.
Breaking my brain.
Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Oh, you mean when you were 9?
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Sorry, kinda forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial.
You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money. Our school was
really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 inside. Oh yeah, I remember now that you mention it. I do remember that. Oh, he's got a serious face. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Then why'd you ask me? Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during phys ed class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped phys ed that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it.
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. So the teacher allowed it.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
Go on.
Who's standing up at the front? I didn't do it. Guilty! He did it! Guilty!
It was you!
Thief!
Give me my money back! You're such a meanie! No, Bam, just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth!
Tell us the truth.
You're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, you bloody can't relay race or give me back my 50 cents I loaned you! Hey, you robbed me and...
They teased him.
Yeah.
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix.
Boobies!
Well, this is the infantile state that he goes back to whenever he sees Mia. I didn't know what was happening. It was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone's staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs!
Oh, that was Miles.
That's why I did
Oh,
the voice.
Edgeworth.
Yeah. Miles?
Aww, look at his little bow tie.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? It was him whose money was stolen. No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Where's Miles in the shot?
I don't know.
It's a confusing memory.
Yeah.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it! He was the one! We don't need proof! Make him say he's sorry!
Why don't you all just shut up?
Oh, he said that.
Oh, it's Butts who said it. This is always how it is. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think of how it feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
I like his beater.
Yeah, then you do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
Wow, everyone should just steal each other's money. Teacher's just gonna pay it back?
Make profit off the teacher.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends.
Well, I had no idea.
That was deep.
I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took off from school that day. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took that kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. That's what he was talking about when he says you're always getting up on one person.
Yeah.
He was talking about himself.
Anyway,
Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
the DR6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later that, when I heard Edgeworth's name again, there was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened, I mean? That's not edgy. I used to know it all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, but I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. Wait a second. How old are they?
9.
24?
They're 24.
Oh, are they now? Yeah.
They're 24. When did Phoenix look him up?
I think it said a few years ago, didn't it?
So he just became an attorney.
It's not that hard.
Just a few years in
Come on.
college. Then you went to law school.
went to law school.
You know how hard it is.
He is a lawyer. That's how quick it is.
For some.
For some. Are we to all assume that Phoenix Wright is as genius as Ben? Ben did it. If I was a defense attorney, I knew you'd have to meet me whether you want. Also, Phoenix looked him up and found out that he was a defense attorney. He was already a defense attorney. Like, they're the same age. How did... Oh, wait, they say something about Edgeworth being a prodigy and, like, sped his way through school or something.
Sure.
Didn't they say that? Something
I feel
like
like
that?
maybe.
Because that's the only way that Edgeworth could have gotten into school through defense school, like 4 years ahead of Phoenix. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. He became a prosecutor at 20, that's why. I see. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick!
Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It may very well be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who he is.
Or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of that evidence I no longer need. No! Leave it in!
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
We're out of here. See you, Edgy. Unless... I doubt it. Nothing to show him. Alright, our third day of investigations. After this, hey, let's go to Grossberg Law Offices
Yeah.
since we lost our chance last time. Stay tuned, everybody. Be right back.